Hi y'all, it's Hannah. I'm a 29-year-old cash budget and stuffer in Southern California, and this is HF Budgets. Welcome to April week 3 budget with me, or cash stuffing with me. Hope you guys are having a good month so far. It is kind of crazy that we're really trekking our way through April. Wild to me. Anyways, today I believe we have $375 to work with, so let's go ahead and give this a count and we will get on going. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 75, which is perfect. Go ahead and put this in our tray. And the first thing we are going to do is we are going to go ahead, I'm going to grab my wallet and bring it over, and we are going to unstuff my wallet. So in our wallet, we have a good chunk left. I was going to pull this for our Monday video. I typically pull all my dollar bills for our Monday video, but this one is been very well used. So I'm going to just keep it in my wallet, and I am actually pre-filming this. I'm going to Hawaii this weekend for a friend's wedding. If you've been watching my videos for a little while, we actually used a savings challenge to fund our spending money for that trip. Anyways, I'm going to keep this in my wallet and use it as a tip or just wherever I can out instead of keeping it, because I don't even think like that wouldn't even be accepted by an ATM. But we will put it to good use. What else is left in my wallet is we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70. Which is a very solid amount. So we'll go ahead and stick this at the top here, and we will stuff that into a savings challenge. And I do have some coins this week, so we will go ahead and take these out. I do keep all my pennies in my wallet and use those where I can, but I will pull the silver coins and stick those in our piggy bank. So it looks like we have a little over $1, which is nice. Got some quarters. We will go ahead and stick this in here. I feel like we haven't put any coins in here in a minute, so it's nice to be able to add. Maybe by the end of the year. I've been stuffing this for like over a year now, so still have a good chunk to go, but we will not unstuff this until it is full, or it is really needed, but it's not really needed. So the goal is to wait until it's full. All right, going to restuff my wallet. My wallet each week gets the same amount. It gets $175. That's broken down in $60 in groceries, $40 in gas, $40 in eating out, and then $35 for spending. So let's go ahead and first pull that. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 75. But with this, I do not stuff the full $175 because we use the $35 that I typically set aside for spending money. We'll put a majority of it to a savings challenge to help just save a little extra. So we are going to jump in. We are starting a new savings challenge for our wallet savings, and it is going to be this challenge right here. You are a violent little thing, aren't you? This is by NessaBudgets. I got it a while ago when she was doing a clear out sale before she decided to come back. She is now back on Instagram, so definitely go check her out. She has some great theme challenges, whether it's Disney or different like cartoon worlds, or like very into like Bookish themed things as well. So I do have a lot of her savings challenges for when she did a clear out sale a couple of months ago, and we are trekking through them. So we are going to use this. I don't currently have an envelope. I will be switching some stuff around because we will be finishing a savings challenge today. But we are going to go ahead and stuff the full $35 that I have for my spending, mostly because I don't anticipate myself needing it in the time that I'm coming back to when I'll restuff my wallet again. And so I'd rather it going into savings versus staying in my wallet and then being potentially like tempted to use it. So that means we get to cross out I think the highest is $30. So we're gonna cross out a $30 space and then this $5 space. to start this off with $35. I'm actually gonna put it this way. And then once we finish that savings challenge, today I will move the envelope around and we will use that for this one. All right, so that leaves us with 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 140 in our wallet for groceries, gas, and eating out next week, which is fantastic. We'll set that aside and we will jump into the rest of our sinking funds and savings challenges. So first off here, we are starting with personal health. Personal health this week, like always, we'll be getting 5. So now in personal health, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, and 82. $82 in personal health, which is great. Household is also getting 5 today. And now in household, we have 20, 30, 35, and 40. Skincare is also getting 5. And now skincare has $50, $60, $70, $85 in it, which is a solid amount. Emergency is next. In emergency, we are using a savings challenge from NessaBudgets over on Etsy. And this week we will be stuffing $10 into this savings challenge and into emergency. So we get to cross off our second to last $10 space on this savings challenge. This emergency fund savings challenge will save us $500, and currently we are at $400 in the bank, 20, 40, 55. So $455 for this savings challenge. We are almost there to save that $500. Awesome. Next, we are jumping into Christmas. Christmas gets its usual 5, and now we have 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 55, and 56. 156 in Christmas. Our last envelope in here today is car maintenance. Car maintenance is also getting 5. So now we have 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 55. 155 in car maintenance as well. Well, Christmas has 156. Car maintenance has 155. Very close. Awesome. And that'll be all for our brown binder. Jumping into our green binder. Starting off in Costco. Costco this week is getting 5. We did spend a little last week, so we'll continue to build this up. We now have 20, 30, 45 in Costco. Costco is one of my favorite places, and I will go and just walk around, and I love it. H Mart is also getting 5 this week, so now it has 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60 in H Mart. Friends has nothing. We did spend that, but it is getting 5, so it will have 5. Same with personal spending. I did use this up, but we are stuffing 5, and so that'll be all that it has. Travel today. This travel envelope is getting $5, and so now we have $10. We're working our way back to our next 100, and then this will probably go towards Japan once we finally get there. All right, moving along. In Hannah today, we are adding $5. So now in Hannah, we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, and 80. 180 in Hannah. Clothing today is going to be getting $15, 10 and 15. I still need to get shoes for my Europe trip, and I've done a little research. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to get, but I do know that I need them, and I need to save a little more for that. So now in clothing, we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, and 37. So we're going to try to bulk this one up a little for that. Gifts this week is going to be getting 5. So now in gifts, we have 20, 40, 55. We did use a little of this for gifts that I'm taking over to Hawaii this trip, so pulled a little from that. 30, Flirty, and Thriving is also getting 5, so now we have 10, 15, and 20. in this trip. This trip is not planned yet, but I know it'll be summer of 2027. So we are slowly saving into just to start saving, so we don't have to start from zero when we actually start planning that trip. Budgeting items or shop small is getting 5 this week, and now we have 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. And budgeting items / shop small. Disney spending is going to be getting 5. And so now in Disney spending, we have 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 96. And I will be using some of this come Tuesday. So that is nice to have that there. And then our last envelope in here is tech, and tech is getting 5. And now tech has 50, 70, 80, 85, and 90. $90 in tech. Fantastic. That concludes all of our sinking funds. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our savings challenge binder. And first things first, I do think I'm going to jump to the back so we can go ahead and finish this savings challenge. This savings challenge is a Save Your Way in 2026 by Shades Budget. We are finishing this off with $24. 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is very exciting because I've been doing the savings challenge for 10 weeks now, 10 or 12 weeks now, and we are completing it. And then this is going to go towards my Europe trip in May, which is very exciting. So let me go ahead and pull what is in here. I will also pull out the dashboard and use that with the cash. Okay, so Save Your Way in 2026 by Shades Budget saved us $200 that I already put into the bank. 20, 40, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $256 in Save Your Way in 2026. So let me go ahead and write this on here. So we had 256, and this is going towards Europe. And we will go ahead and actually stuff this into my travel binder at the end of this video. For now, I'm going to stick it behind our wallet. And then I'm going to pull this envelope out to replace the Save Your Way in 2026 by Shades Budget. I did get this over on Kofi, so if you are interested in this savings challenge, definitely go check out Shades Budgets. I have her YouTube tag down below. I'm not sure if it's still available, but definitely go check her out. So we are finished with that one, which is super exciting. So we are bringing in this It's Okay to Feel All the Feels Inside Out challenge by the Fancy Dollar. So we will be starting this one next week. This will save us a total of $125. And I thought that one's super cute and I love it. So yeah, we will kick that one off. All right, I'm gonna stick this empty envelope in the front. It will let me. And then I'm gonna put this, my wallet spending, or wallet savings, personal spending, into this envelope now since we have it available. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to all of our other savings challenges. We are starting with our Road to 500, which is from the Cash Dash activity book. This I did get over on Amazon thanks to Desiree over at Happy to Plan. She's been using savings challenges from this challenge book. If you are interested, I do have I don't have it linked in my description, but I have the description of the book in my description down below. And we are going to we budgeted $10 to put into this savings challenge this week, but it's also going to get our wallet rollover. So let's go ahead and add this together and see what we are able to color in. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 that we are adding to this savings challenge this week, which means we get to color in 8 of our board, I guess 8 of our spaces. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should have $260 saved so far in this savings challenge, which is incredible. This savings challenge I have going towards a trip that I'm taking for 4th of July. My friends and I always take a trip for 4th of July, and this year we are going on a more local trip. Last year we went to Nashville, and that was a blast. Was not our first time to Nashville as a friend group, but first time for 4th of July, which was great. This year we are deciding to do something more local, and we are going down to Temecula, so super stoked for that. But the goal is to have this challenge finished by the end of May, which I think we can do if we keep watching our spending throughout the week. All right, so let's go ahead and add this into here. This doesn't seem like the right challenge. That's because this was not the right challenge and I went out of order. Okay, let me make sure. Wow, this is what happens when you don't have dashboards and you lose your spot. Okay, so this second envelope here is for our road to 500. So we should have 260. So we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, which is correct. So that's perfect. Whew, that would have been very confusing and I probably would have been really annoyed with myself, but we're gonna move that to the side. Let's now jump back into our first savings challenge that we're used to, which is the Saving with Friends by Budget with Amanda. I did get this over on her Etsy shop, and we are finishing the Save 100, 101 Dalmatians. Last week we scratched the 10, 8, and the 4 for 22. So we are adding 20, 21, and 22 into this savings challenge this week, which should complete. So we should have $100 for this page. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, which is incredible. So what we will do, I already obviously scratched them all, but I also took the stickers off so I can reuse this because it is so cute and I absolutely love it. So we will go to the front here and we are going to put a little heart into the Dalmatians to show that we have completed this one. And we will go ahead and scratch for our next challenge, which I think I want to do the Save 98. It is going to be a lot slower than the Save 100 that we just did. Let me move some stuff around. Okay. Because I think the way that I want to do this next section is I want to do one scratcher and then I'll also do one memory from the Save 48 for Inside Out. So we'll do Moana and Inside Out at the same time. So we'll scratch one and then do one of our memories. So for next time, we have a 5. So we will do $5 for Moana and then $3 for memories. So we'll be stuffing $8 next week, which is fantastic and a good start for that. I am going to, I don't know if I want to keep this in here or pull it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in here for now just to not confuse it with anything, but we might pull it and put it into our Disney World envelope when we bring over our travel binder. So if I remember, I'll do that. If not, I might do that off camera and then stick it in the bank so I don't have it in cash. All right, our next savings challenge is this Pizza Fridays from MikaelaCreationsCo over on Etsy. And this week we are going to be saving $6. So 5 and 6. And we get to cross off the 6 in this column. So we were almost done with this second column here. We do have some big numbers still to save, so hopefully we'll be able to bump up the next few weeks. If not, we'll still get to them. It just might take a little longer. So now on our Pizza Friday challenge, we have 1, 2, 3, 400 in the bank, 10, 20, 25, 26, and 27. 427 in our Pizza Fridays. This will be going towards my emergency fund, so that is fantastic. Our next savings challenge here is another savings challenge from NessaBudgets, and we are adding, last week we scratched this 20, so we are adding $20 to the savings challenge this week. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And then let's scratch this last one to see what we will be stuffing next week, and then we will give it a count. Awesome. So So our last number on here is $18. So we will be stuffing $18 into this challenge next week. And this will be going towards an extra car payment, which is fantastic. So let's see what we have now that we've added the 20 and knowing that we have $18 next week. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 7, and 8. So 168. And so the $18 next week will put us at the 186 that they should save. That is fantastic. So go ahead and stick that in there. Next up, we are jumping into the first of our 2 annuals, and we will actually be finishing this one out today with $7. I allocated each egg to be $1, so we're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to close out this savings challenge. This one is from Buttercup Budgets over on Kofi, and April saved us 20, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Which is awesome. So I will stick that to this side. And I'm also going to pull in our May challenge for Buttercup Budgets. And we have some beautiful little butterflies. So we are going to allocate each butterfly to be $3. That's a good amount. And we will start May for Buttercup Budgets next week. We don't skip any weeks, so the goal is to hopefully finish this annual challenge a little earlier than the last week of December. So that is the plan. Our second annual challenge is by Budget with Amanda, and we are stuffing $5 into this challenge this week. And April with Budget with Amanda saved us 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Beautiful. So it looks like they both saved us 28. And what I'm gonna do, same with Budget with Amanda's, it was a download over on Kofi, so definitely go check her out. I'm not sure if it's still available, but she has so many different cute things on her Kofi, so check it out anyways. But I'm gonna paper clip those 2 together. We will add Budget with Amanda's May challenge, which I absolutely love the colors that she chose for the May challenge. I love the watercolor theme and the flowers. I think they're absolutely stunning. So we'll add that for next week. We do not have anything to add into F1 this week. There were no races. We pick back up in May. So skipping that. And then our last savings challenge that we will be stuffing today is our Color and Save by Budget with Carly. And that is this savings challenge right here. This was another Kofi find, and we are stuffing $1 into it this week, which $1 is better than no dollars. So we are gonna go ahead and do this in this spot right in here. Oh, I should have done that really small one. That's okay. We'll get to it. But $1 going into our Color and Save. And so now with Budget with Carly, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 61, and 62. This one is a slow moving one, but that is okay because we are enjoying it. So can't complain. Awesome. So that is all for cash stuffing or normal cash stuffing. I will go ahead and stick our 2 April challenges in the back here. This is where we're housing all of our monthly savings challenges for now. And give me 1 second. Let me grab my travel binder so we can stuff this. Okay, so here's our travel binder. And I do think I'm gonna stuff Disney World. So I'm gonna pull this $100 from this envelope that we saved for our 101 Dalmatians and with our Saving with Friends book. And we're gonna put this into Disney World. So I do have some money already in here. This money I saved with Budget with Amanda's Disney Icon Savings Challenge. So we saved $445 with that. So we are going to add this $100 into tickets. Do not have a Disney trip planned yet. It is one that I know I want to take, so it will be sometime in the future. So I'm slowly saving towards it, so I'm ready when my friends and I do pull the trigger on booking this trip. which is nice because then it feels less daunting to save up for. So currently in Disney trip tickets, we have $400 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $545 saved for a trip we do not have planned, which is fantastic. All right, moving on, we are jumping into Europe and we are going to stuff this Save Your Way in 2026 into here. So spends has $1,500, so spending money has $1,500 in it. Activity has $500. We have nothing in food and we have 45 in airport. I did pull a little from here because for part of my trip we're going to London, and to enter London you have to do you have to sign up for something. I don't remember what it's called, but I had to pay essentially $30 to ensure that I can get in. That is definitely not the right way to say that, but sort of like Europe's doing this entry-exit system. Certain countries, I want to say it's sort of like a visa, but that's not what it's called, to enter the UK. So we did pull the $30 from here, which makes sense, that is for this trip. So we are going to add this $256 into here. And I think the way that I want to do this is I'm going to put 5 back into airport to make that up to 50. So 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And then there's definitely an easier way to do this. And a nicer way, more appealing way to you guys as well. We don't have anything in food currently, so I'm going to add whatever is left, which is the 1, 2, 20, 40, 51 into food, because my goal is to be able to cover a few meals for either my family or my brother when we're spending time together. So that is the goal there, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and give this a whole count. So in spending money, we have 1,500, so 1,500. In activities, we have another 500, so we have 2,000. In food, we now have 1, 2, 20, 40, 51. So 251 in food. And then in airport, we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So in total, we should have $2,301, I believe. So we have the 50 and then 51, yeah. So 2301 currently in Europe, which is awesome. I don't think I'll be saving really any more towards this, any big amounts towards this before I take my trip. But we will see. I think it'll just be like small things that we're adding from our minis and tinies. So that is all for our travel binder. And then one thing that I am starting this week, I've been thinking about it and I really like the idea. I got the idea from Steph on a Budget. She does what is called Debt Story at the end of all of her cash stuffing videos. So whether she's cashing savings challenge or her debt, she pulled in and is doing a binder called Debt Story. And so I kind of made my own version. It's not Toy Story themed, but what kind of sold me on it was the idea that she has so many challenges that she doesn't get to always use in a way that in a timely manner. So I went on a full Kofi hunt a while back, and so I have thousands of challenges that I have printed and cut and are ready to use. So I decided I was also going to do a version of a debt story, because the one debt that I have and I'm paying off is for my car. And so I'm going to implement this idea of a debt story into my cash stuffing video as well as my mini Monday. So we'll be stuffing it twice a week. If I can, I might pull in and do it for my cash budgeting just to kind of bump it a little more. But as of right now, we're just going to do it twice a week. And so I have this $5 here that we will go ahead and use for this. So I have 8 different challenges here. envelopes that have challenges. These dashboards are by Budget with Amanda. I've had them sitting in a print folder for a long time. Cats are one of my favorite household animals, and I thought these were amazing. And it has 8. So I have an envelope in the back that is going to act as a bank. So we will go ahead and stick the $5 in the back. I have some extra challenges to pull in once we finish. I don't have an envelope for them, but that is okay. I did print out these prop coins from Save with Glow. And so we are going to use these. And essentially the way that Stephanie does it is, these aren't my favorite envelopes to use, but I didn't want to buy new ones for this. I might end up doing that eventually, but right now we're just going to stick what we have. So what she does is essentially she gets to use challenges that she might not get to in her regular cash stuffings, which is great. And then instead of like each icon being $1 or $5, we're going to do each icon in space being 25 cents. So all of the challenges selected for this should have a number of spaces that is divisible by 4, so we can pull and eat like a full dollar amount once it's done. So a lot of these challenges will only be getting like, we'll be finishing them at like $3 to $5, which is totally fine because it's micro amounts and it's going towards a debt that I am looking to pay off, and this is a fun way to do it. So that is what we were doing, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, so I was not completely prepared. Let me pull out a dice. And so I only have a 6-sided dice, which again is not a problem because we will use what we have. So I'm going to flip these over and we will roll this dice. If it lands on a 1 or 2, it'll get 1 card. If it lands on a 3 or 4, it'll get 2 cards. If it lands on a 5 or 6, we'll put 3 cards. And that is how we will do it. Let's hope I don't forget what that is. Well, yeah, so we're just gonna play through this and see what this looks like for us to help save a little more towards debts and pay off debt, which is the ultimate goal. Because I have some big savings goals for when I do have this debt paid off. So we only have 1 card left. It needs 2, but we are going to put 1. And then we'll start at 2 next time. And I thought I had another paper. I do have a little paper clip. I don't know if I want to do a paper clip. I'll paper clip it for now. I might do a different way to distinguish where we're starting off next time. But okay, let's go ahead and check out what we can cross off on our first week rolling. So this first envelope, we'll do a pen for these, is Let's Get Physical by Neuro Spicy Budgeting. And this week it got 4, and we have 4 25-cent. So we have $1 going into this one. So that means we can cross off 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going into Let's Get Physical. I think that is super cute. And I'm gonna keep them open because annoying. Okay, our next envelope is a savings challenge by Delilah Budgets, and it got 1 25-cent. So we're gonna cross off 1 of our circles with our little pig and ramen. That is super cute. Envelope number 3 got a 50-cent card, and this one is by Ellie on Earth, and each rose is 25 cents, so we get to cross out 2. We'll go down this for this one, which is great. Our next challenge number 4, is from Saturn's Vaults, Busy Bee Saving Money, and it got 75 cents. So we get to cross out 3. This one's a little hard to see. We'll do that. You can see a little better. All of these challenges that you see in this binder, I did get from free over on Kofi. So if you do like any of them, I will tag the creators down below. and you can go check them out. Our number 5 envelope is the Secret Budgeter. It's this Winnie the Pooh theme challenge, and it got $1, which is great. So we have $1 going into this one, and so we get to cross off 3 of the hearts. Sorry, 4 of the hearts. So they're all 25 cents. That's a great start on that one. Challenge number 6 got 25 cents, and this is a challenge by Budget with Amanda. It's another Disney themed challenge, and we get to cross off one of these stars. There. Challenge number 7 got 2, so we can cross off 2 spaces on this one, and this one is by So Cozy BYB, and this is 2026 goals. Read my TBR, and so we get to cross off 2 books on here, which is fun. Let's stick that back in there. And then our last challenge today is challenge number 8, and it got 75 cents. So let's see what this challenge is. This challenge is from Anna Banana Budget. It's a very cute cat. So we will go ahead and even though it says 1, we're gonna treat these spaces as 25 cents. So we get to cross off 3 spaces since we have 75 cents going into this one. Awesome. So that is how that is gonna work. Hopefully it'll be a pretty rapid fire like that. And then once we complete any challenges, each time we play, we'll stick the $5 in the bank in the back, and then as we finish challenges, we'll pull from that bank, and then I will go ahead and put it into our car payment fund. Yeah, so that is a great start to that. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was a little long, and I apologize, but hope you guys were able to stick around. If you enjoyed that, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, give it a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this binder, and just, yeah, let me know what you guys are saving for and some of your goals. Yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.